Where all my haters at? Every single morning I open the feed, another brave warrior planting the seed, calling me stupid, insane, or blind. Funny how courage dies outside online. You got 10 paragraphs loaded with rage, king of the comment section locked in your cage. I send an invite.
This is
You suddenly freeze. Guess your convictions got weak at the knees. You love the cheap shots, you love the applause, but truth gets uncomfortable when someone asks. Because where all my haters at? Come stand where the facts are at. Stop hiding behind that screen. If your argument's real, then show what you mean. Where all my haters at? Bring your best, not your copy and paste. You say I'm wrong every single day, then disappear when it's time to debate. Algorithms feeding the outrage machine. Everyone shouting, nobody's seen. Talking in circles, repeating the line. Borrowed opinions, pretending they're mine. You call me every label you've learned this week. You never explain what you're trying to speak. I hand you a microphone, open the floor. Funny how silence gets louder than before. The insults are easy, the thinking is hard. It's funny how confidence falls apart. Where all my haters at? Come stand where the facts are at. No moderators, no filters, no shield. Let's find out what's actually real. Where all my haters at? Come on, don't hesitate. If you're so certain, I'm always right.
Brent. What is up?
Why won't you last one debate?
A young woman spends just
Not asking you to agree. I'm asking you to defend what you believe. Big difference. Truth doesn't need an audience.
Yeah, mine is doing great.
Conversation.
Mine is doing pretty good. Let me see.
Who's first?
It's about 10%, right? But I have a very crazy looking portfolio. But that's amazing that yours is up that much. What did you invest in? What did you invest in?
1,000 comments today, still nobody calling to play. Where all my haters at? You talk, but you never engage. The loudest voices always seem to disappear when they step on the stage. Keep typing, keep scrolling, keep hiding behind the glass. I'll keep leaving the door unlocked. For the first one.
Biotech. So oil is a good one. Oil is a good one. But biotech, that's risky as stuff. That's risky, man. Good cat. You did a great. I do have some risky stocks. But I try not to go too crazy. Biotech is very risky, but amazing that you're up that high. I love it. All right, let's I have some TikTok videos scheduled, but let's check out a YouTube video. Let's see. Yo, I love it. I wish I started stocks when I was young. I really did. Man, if I started stocks when I was young, I would have gone balls to the wall crazy. Ah, Vanguard is a good one too. Vanguard stuff? That's very nice. All right, let's check out some YouTube police cam videos first.
So she's pretty much almost decapitated.
There's blood on the door. Keep the door. I got you covered.
I'm not dumb. This isn't the first time I've done this. What is happening?
She was planning on killing Grace.
And this girl's young.
There's a deceased person in your garage. That's why it's a crime
There's
scene.
a body in there?
Yes.
After a fight with her fiance, 21-year-old Grace Jennings posted on Instagram asking friends for a place to stay.
Need someone on the backside on the alley.
Isaac, whatever, messaged Grace offering a garage where he lived with his girlfriend.
Hey, speed, back.
Next day, the police received a call from Isaac claiming that Kara killed Grace.
Huh? Kick it in.
Break the door down.
There's blood on the door. Kick the door. I got you covered.
Police department, let me see your hand.
Back up.
Back up.
What's going on?
Who called?
What?
So someone was getting killed in here.
We're being told that the girlfriend's in the garage. That's where she
Where's the garage?
apparently killed the other.
Okay.
He said that the color was at a...
Really? Another white lady.
Hey, stay off the radio right now. Yeah, we got one.
Another white lady last week killed her kids as well with a hatchet. Do you think her defense will use postpartum depression for sympathy points? Probably. This is a thing where this is why we're going to talk about it, right? The Lindsay Nancy, right? It's not finished yet. This live stream, when I'm gonna react to it, it's not finished yet. But we are going to talk about it. I hate how women are using postpartum depression for every excuse, right? Excuse for everything. And yet, well, we'll talk about that when I get to that video.
Down, Santa Fe. What? Go back inside. Go back inside. I'm not gonna tell you again. Go back inside.
Detain him, detain him.
What are you talking about?
Santa Fe police, anyone inside? Santa Fe police. I can't clear. You guys want to go in?
Huh?
You guys want to go in or? I can't. There's too much trash. It's a 10. It looks clear. It's right here by the door.
Who's Isaac's girlfriend?
She is.
You're Isaac's girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay. What are you to Isaac?
Well, I'm kind of mother-in-law to be. Kind of, sort of.
This is your daughter?
Yes, this is my daughter.
Step out with me real quick. What's your name?
Kiara.
Kiara? Do you have shoes on?
No.
Okay.
I don't know where my shoes are.
This is his girlfriend.
Oh, can I get some shoes on or something?
Not right now.
You get some shoes for her? We detain at this point, okay?
You want to put mom in your...
I definitely think, right? when it comes to definitely when it comes to proven murder, proven, right? Without a shadow of doubt. Proven murder and, you know, heinous acts against towards children, execution.
Get out of there. For now. They're not going back in there.
Yeah.
She just came from in there. And then I'll take her to my car.
Yeah.
I have cats. I have to. They can't
Unfortunately,
get out of the
ma'am, but
house.
this is an active investigation, okay?
Can
So
I
nobody's
block
going back
the
in the
door
house.
somehow?
No, this is a crime scene at this point.
How's my house a fucking crime scene?
There's a deceased
There's a
person
dead
in your
body in the
garage.
garage.
That's why it's a crime
There's
scene.
a body in there?
Yes.
A dead body in your
Stand
garage.
up for me. Walk this way.
What the fuck?
Go ahead and come here with me, man.
Maybe you're on voice.
Yep. Have a seat back here for me.
Quick. Isaac. Yeah, there he is. He's coming out. Is that Isaac? Did you call us, bro?
Yes, I called.
Here, come over here. You're good. Come here. You don't have any knives, any weapons on you?
No.
No?
Put the phone down.
Just put it down for now. Just put it down. You're not in trouble, bro. Gotta make sure you don't have any weapons, okay? Here, put your hands up right here. Right here. I get it. It's good, bro. Here, for now, bro, just because it looks like your girlfriend or whoever's in there is really injured. So for now, we're gonna put you under detention, okay, until we can figure this out. So can you tell me, how did this call transpire? How did you call us?
I walked into the garage. I walked into the garage, and when I walked into the garage, she goes, "Oh, I just did it." And I'm like,
And who was this?
Kiara McCulley,
She told you that?
very calmly and everything, blood on her hands, and
You're a little more warm. We're gonna put you behind this unit, okay? Just hang out, sit tight, okay?
I'm freaking out right now.
No, just breathe, man. Just breathe a little bit, alright?
Do you need to get checked out by meds, man?
No.
No? Okay.
You want the air or anything? Are you hot, cold?
Got this. We'll roll down the window. We'll give you a minute, alright?
I'm freaking out right now.
No, just breathe, man. Just breathe a little bit, alright?
No.
No? Okay.
You want the air or anything?
Well, any idea why you're here today?
I believe it's because somebody was found dead in my room
Where's your room at?
in the garage.
Garage?
Yes. I was trying to make sure this wasn't a freaking dream again. It feels so weird.
You believe someone was found dead in your room. Do you have any idea who that might be?
Well, I'm really tired, but last night Isaac invited my ex-girlfriend, Grace Jennings, who now is going by Yamko. I don't know anymore. She's gone through so many name changes, it's confusing me. I always knew her as Grace, or Rose. I was really upset, so I just went on a walk and spent most of the night in the house. This morning, I was trying to sleep, but... If you want coffee memories, tell me again. God damn it. Sorry.
Who are you talking to?
My best guess is that I have DID, but I'm not 100% certain.
What's the
Oh God. This is the thing right here. By certain studies, right? White women are the most, right, mentally ill. They are on one of the most, right? I mean, by certain studies, they're probably one of the most on antidepressants or some form of mental medication. White women are on, a lot of them are mentally, they have mental issues, right? High level depressions, some form of mental disorder. It's like absolutely, it's like absolutely insane.
Dissociative identity disorder? I haven't had it actually diagnosed, but that's my best guess from my research.
Okay, you self-diagnose yourself. Self-diagnose. Amazing.
There are different personalities that come out.
Do you have names for them?
Some of them, yeah.
What are their names?
There's Abby, and if you say her real name, she gets mad. Then there's one personality that I haven't seen in a long time. Like, I haven't communicated with her. Her name was Jess. Jessica, but we always called her Jess.
Any other personalities?
There's the little version of me, which actually responds to my biological name, my government name, which is very dangerous for her, and I don't want her to get hurt. None of us do.
She responds to Kiara?
Yeah.
That's the little version of you?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that little version of you?
It's like a little kid before bad shit started happening in life.
What kind of bad stuff happened in your life?
I'll have a bad relationship with my mom. Reason why I never wanted to see Grace, but it pissed me off by bringing her to my house. She did something really stupid, and I wanted to see her change, and I wanted to see something happen where she would admit it, but she just... Is she alive or dead?
Grace?
Yeah.
You don't know?
I'm not sure.
What do you think?
Well, I'm partially hopeful for her to be... But I'm also like confused. Like with
sorry. I thought I clicked it. I'm sorry. Bring back mental asylums. Bring back mental asylums. Ah, that was annoying. Yes, bring back mental asylums. People like this should not be walking along with us. People like this, liberal women, mentally ill people, trans, they should be all in mental asylums.
I'm like,
Why would you hope that she's dead?
I'm still angry at her, but I also have hope that she'd be better, but it's like this frustrating emotion that I can't. When I need to keep my shit together because I get very upset very easily. Back in 2016, there was a video floating around of a 14-year-old girl getting art and another girl standing there collecting money from them. There were 16 or 17 guys involved.
What?
The girl getting money was Grace. The other one was me.
I'm sorry. That sounds like a difficult memory.
I was also a virgin, so I never got to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard. Thank you for sharing that. I know it's probably something difficult to share, especially with a stranger.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have a little bit of background of
Why am I mad at her?
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
She kept trying to push it, and I finally started getting stories back from that situation and found out that somebody, not quite certain who it was, put me... Calm. Sorry. There was a car crash, and that's the only reason why I'm still here. So I'm like playing with this because it's like, I need to calm myself down.
Yeah.
You know what? I speak it as it is. I'm not misogynistic. I think trans women should be in mental asylums too, right? So, I don't know.
Will not stay down. She was the first person I ever loved.
Grace was. Yeah.
And the first person to completely destroy me. Part of me hates her guts. It wants to see her dead. The other part wants to see her get better and see if she can admit it. Just fix it. It's like I'm split. I don't know what's the better emotion. Fighting between them is really challenging.
Sure.
That's why I didn't want her in my home. It's just like, this is too much.
Yeah, a lot of emotion there. Tell me about last night. What did you do last night?
Oh. So, a little more detailed than prior?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's okay, is it okay if she comes over? She's like, she's coming over.
Yeah. It's your house, your mom's house. Yeah.
Yeah. The garage is supposed to be my space. I immediately get angry. I go in the house, get dressed, go on a walk.
Where do you walk to?
The park across the way. I point as if you could see it. Wow.
What did you get dressed in? What were you wearing?
That was a black medieval piece and some black pants.
That sounds cool. Sounds interesting.
I sat there listening to some music and had a couple cigarettes, trying to calm myself down because I'm just like, I go back. They start talking about phones and Marvel and stuff that I don't really understand as much. I have nothing to have in the conversation.
Sure.
He left me alone with her for like half an hour, and she was going through like this breakup thing. There's always something wrong in her life. Always just something.
How was that, being alone with her after all that time?
I was trying to be a good friend, and it just... She ignored me.
Yeah. So around what time would you say she came over at?
It was midnight-ish.
So you guys were alone for half an hour, and then what happened?
And then Isaac came back, and I started feeling frustrated because she wasn't listening to me at all. So I got up and I left for a while. Ow. Last night, which was what I was about to mention.
That's a tough spot to get cut at.
Yeah,
your skin moves a lot.
It's actually where I was about to go. I left and went in the house for a bit and decided to try and make something. I dropped a stupid knife and grabbed it wrong. Got mad and I just walked out the house for a few minutes. Just like, fuck. And I went back, cleaned it out. Cleaned it this morning after my shower.
What did the morning look like?
I was like, I woke up as I sat up around 9 or 10, and her alarms kept going off really annoyingly.
Braces it?
Yeah. She just would not turn them off. Her cats kept growling. She has 2 cats for
Oh, she brought them to the garage too?
Yeah. She kept them in a bag all night, which is not nice. I don't understand. I'm confused.
So you have a whole chunk of memory missing?
Yeah.
But you remember the whole night clearly?
I remember most of it. It's like a little foggy because I'm like obviously exhausted. And there's this chunk just missing that
chunk missing from the day before. Come on. It's like absolutely ridiculous.
I'm so confused. One who was out more when she was with Grace.
You said something interesting earlier. You said, you asked about Grace. You asked if she was okay, and you said that part of you would be okay if she was dead, right?
Yeah.
It's honest. I like honest people.
I don't want to lie.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about hurting her or killing her?
I had a couple dreams like that.
You had a couple dreams like that?
Yeah.
How'd those dreams go?
They were mostly right after.
If this was a guy, they'll be yelling at him what he did.
Did you kill her in those dreams or what happened?
Probably. They're probably
Sometimes
being.
I would kill her.
I mean, it is statistically true, right? Is that the justice system is very, very lenient on white women. It is absolutely, I don't know. I think it's criminal. It is absolutely criminal how lenient we are, right? Our justice system is on white women. This is why I kind of said this, right? We made life. I mean, like, America has made life too easy for these white women. Too easy. Right? And white women are the ones who push all these these liberal poison onto the rest of the world. All right? We need to make life harder.
Sometimes I would torture her. Sometimes it was just me screaming at her.
How would you torture her in your dreams?
Basically reenacting what she did to me to herself.
Oh, okay. So you're the one kind of taking the money and she's the one.
Yeah.
I see.
But making it worse.
I see.
I agree. I blame the leniency on white men, of course. They're the ones who are supposed to control their women.
And how would you kill her? In your dreams?
Depending on the dream.
So there's several dreams.
Yes.
How many?
I've had like a bunch of...
Not just Grace.
Yeah. Grace is like the number one I'm pissed at you. And then there's like my ex Ozzy, which, okay, I'm gonna not talk about that because that's a whole tangent and I'm gonna get like slightly angry.
That's fine. So you've thought about killing Grace a number of times.
Yep. I have dreams about it all the time and I'm like, I wonder what this will look like in my
What kind of sex toys?
Usually a dildo and then put razor blades on it and covered in lemon juice. And literally on the ass.
And we don't think that women are dangerous. We don't think that women can have. It's like this is a thing where we make women out to be angels. This is one of the things what I want to do. Right, is to break that mindset, break that dream, break that fog. Women are not angels. Stop it.
Also, I'm not doing that to Ozzy.
Razor blade dildo with lime juice. That sounds painful.
Yes. The whole point is torture.
That true. True.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever talked with Isaac about this?
Yeah. We know for certain he has DID. I was doing research about it, and this is my guess about what's going on with me. He thinks I have BPD, which is like borderline personality disorder. Because we're very similar, but there's...
Is Isaac diagnosed?
I blame the weakness. I blame society being weak, right? I just blame it that, these white men, they start they start being very lenient, right? I just think that they just can't control their women.
Yes. As far as he told me, he's diagnosed and he's not just lying. I'm starting to question him. Like a lot.
What's DID again? I'm sorry.
Dissociative identity disorder.
Dissociative.
Or was that word? Previously known as multiple personality disorder.
Multiple personality. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I think it's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the whole insanity plea. I'm sorry, right? Here's my thing. If you plead insane, you should be killed. I mean, what's the point? To be honest, it's like, one, I don't think that you'll be cured. Two, okay, you are insane. Great. Why should we be lenient and let you, still walk the earth? I'm sorry. If you're crazy, that's even less of a reason why you should be around.
That's what I was previously known. I'm only guessing because I'm not actually diagnosed. This is just what I've noticed personally.
Oh, Isaac takes any medication?
I don't think he does.
Yep, he does. And like I was asking him, I think we got sidetracked and stuff.
I talked to him about my dreams a million times. Better than she was, and he was the one who found the video in the first place.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't care. If your defense is that you're crazy, you're insane, even more reason to end you. I'm sorry. Justin, what is up? I don't disagree. I don't really disagree. Again, if you plead insanity, more reason to end your life. I'm sorry.
He found me and he tried to help me. Brother who was trying to protect his little brother from a pedophile, but then turned into a mass murderer. It's literally called I Hate Guns, because he never uses guns. And I actually agree, I don't like guns that much. Not when one's shot next to your head. Okay.
Were you talking to Isaac last night? Were you guys messaging each other? And
I was trying to tell him to get her to leave.
you guys say anything else?
I just wanted her gone.
So I was talking to Isaac for a long time earlier before you, and we were going through his phone. He had his phone on it. There was a lot of messages between you two.
Yeah.
What were all those about? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. It's like in this kind of foggy area that I kind of remember.
Yeah.
This might sound really weird. So there's an organization that Isaac is in charge of. I probably shouldn't be saying this to a cop.
I saw the messages about it. I'm just trying to understand it more,
Well, it's called Ghost. They're like an underground version of cops in a way, but a little more intense in the day. And they get rid of people who are in charge of sex trafficking, in charge of anything that has to deal with hurting kids.
I see.
And like,
This is the problem, right? We have people who think that they're vigilantes, people that think that they can save the world, right? This is the problem, right? If you think that you're a hero, a lot of times you're probably the villain in yourself, right? A lot of times these people who think that, oh, I want to save these kids, right? I want to save these kids. I want to save these women. I want to save these people. When you look in their closet, there's skeletons in those. A lot of times there's skeleton in those. Because here's the thing. Sane people, right? Sane people, they do want to help others. They do want to help others. But sane people don't necessarily take it into their own hands. Okay? Sane people don't just go about and start killing people, right? Start killing, let's say, pedos. Start killing, let's say, gang members, right? Start doing vigilante work. Sane people don't usually do that. Because it's another level of person, right? To take someone else's life. So you have to be a certain type of person to, oh yeah, this person is terrible, I'm going to take their life. Now, I'm not saying that it's a terrible thing that you are taking away the life of a terrible person. I'm not necessarily saying that. But this is why we leave it up to the government. Because a lot of times, making your hands all dirty and red, because you can't. This is why soldiers, right? This is why soldiers come back with PTSD, right? Literally, taking someone else's life it's a weight on your shoulders that most people cannot handle. Most people cannot handle taking the life of others, even if the life you're taking is a terrible person's life. This is why we leave that shit up to the police, to the military. We leave it up to others because the weight on your shoulders is immense. If you are a moral person, a good person, an ethical person, a person with character, if you are a good person, taking even a bad person's life weighs on you because it's a bit of hypocrisy, right? You hate the person for killing, yet you kill, right? So it weighs on you. So it's not an easy thing. I've dealt with this theory, this kind of a hypothetical a lot, right? How would I feel if I had to take someone else's life? I think it's hard. I think this is why, for me, it only makes sense for most people during like life or death situations, right? If your life is in danger, right? It's kill or be killed. But to go out to be a vigilante, there's got to be something loose in your mind that you want to do that, right? Something loose in your mind that you want to do that. This is why most people don't do that.
I kept trying.
Oh, and this is what the liberal mindset today. This is what they're thinking, right? They want to solve the problems of the world. They think they're heroes. They think that they can change the world. You are a pebble in an ocean. You're nobody.
To tell me just do it, and you're gonna just kill her. Then you'll get ranked up.
Yeah.
He had me join, and I'm like, I don't know what the f*** is going on, and I kept hesitating. It's like,
What's that thing there?
it's a mark for honestly, I'm very confused because he hasn't told me jack shit. He just gave this to me, and it's like, you're a part of it. I'm like, okay.
Sounds like an initiation tattoo kind of.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you make it?
Oh, I have a tattoo machine.
Oh, okay, got you. Is it?
That's how I did all these.
I was gonna ask. Yeah, you got some work there.
Yeah, but I've just been wanting to cover this up, and I can't find an artist that's cheap.
No, this one. Here.
Don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
what kind of shape is that?
Sure. It's like a mix of a diamond or something.
I get it. Trying to create a familiar relationship, it's kind of annoying. It's tiring.
A society of people that kind of their own version of cops and justice. They kind of kill bad people, and
exactly. I agree, Brent.
So, and this is kind of me trying to piece together, kind of like what you're saying, like the messages I saw too. Was Isaac trying to push you to kill Grace?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I had my dagger in my hand, and I kept going, and then just stopped. Like,
whoa, the twist. So the boyfriend pretty much set everything up in motion. He knows she's unstable. It sounds like it. So he knows she's unstable. He knows that she hates this woman, right? So what he's doing is like, okay, you can stay over here. Put her in a situation where she will, murder the woman.
I felt a little kid's hand hold me back. Like it was Kiara telling me, don't. Because that was also her best friend's sister growing up.
Yeah.
And God, things got so messy. That really sucked.
Do you think you killed Grace?
I'm not sure.
She is dead. That's the dead person found in the garage. Do you have any memory of that?
I'm just like, what the
Yeah.
I'm trying to process this properly. This is like confusing. Did I don't know. Like, Isaac disappeared for a while. I don't... Like, after I took my shower, I couldn't find him. I just assumed he went on a walk. I'm very confused.
You cut yourself again?
I tried to catch a knife in the kitchen.
Knife?
Yes.
What kind of knife?
I dropped it and I tried to... It was...
Isaac was telling me about a few knives. He was telling me about a dagger, a butterfly knife.
Yeah, one of my butterfly knives got stolen, so I got a new one.
And then he was talking about a sword. Remember anything having to do with any of those?
Well, I know I bought a sword not too long ago.
What kind of sword is it?
It's a two-handed sword. I don't really know much else. And it was perfect for the apocalypse if it does come.
There you go.
That's the main reason for
The dagger, the butterfly knife, and last night?
I remember the dagger. It's really dull. Like, I kept playing with it, and like, when I did try, when I kept telling me to just do it, and then it literally feels like somebody's holding me. Felt like somebody was holding me.
So, what you're kind of demonstrating right now, was that you about to stab Grace?
Yeah.
Was she asleep?
Yeah, at least I think she was. She looked pissed at it. Then it just kept stopping me.
So you guys consuming alcohol last night, or drugs or anything?
I had a couple sips of Jack Daniels, I think that's what it's called.
Last night?
Yeah.
What about this morning?
Not this morning. I just had...
Did you drink last night?
I don't think so.
No. What about Grace?
I don't think so. She said something about just getting her teeth done.
No. Anyone else that's on your list? You're a very honest person.
Away from me? I sure as hell hope not.
Yeah. What if, like, you were near them and stuff, kind of like a situation like last night? There's potential for that.
If they're invading my space, then it's I think it's a possibility, but I highly doubt it ever again. Because Ozzy hates me, and Brady's to the point that I'm just like, no. And Geoff is...
Okay. Anything else you could think of regarding last night and what happened? Anything else you can remember?
Yeah, she is mentally, like, absolutely stupid, yes.
I'm trying to figure out if this one vision was from an actual dream I was having because I was falling asleep, or if it was a memory.
What was the vision?
I'm not sure. It looked like an ear on my wall.
A what?
An ear on my wall. It was really confusing.
There's an ear on your wall?
Yeah, it's like, what the f***?
What did it look like?
It looked like one of Grace's, but it had like dagger in it, and the dagger's not that sharp.
Yeah.
Like, what the f***?
Shit. Your ear chopped off, so.
I'm very confused.
You got your ear chopped off, you said? Huh? Yes, you got your ear chopped off. No, I didn't see it. Your ear chopped off, so.
I'm very confused.
Yeah. Well, still an active investigation. We're down.
So she chopped off the ear too, or they chopped off her ear as well. My God.
Statements from everyone. I think you've been very honest with me. I don't have any, I respect the hell out of that. I'd like to return that to you. There's probably a good potential that both you and Isaac go to jail tonight. You understand that?
Yeah. I've never been to jail. I've never done anything. Now going to jail for murder.
Yeah.
That was a leap. From innocent to murder.
Yeah.
That is so dumb.
No criminal history.
Yeah.
That's a huge leap.
Like, I didn't do drugs growing up except for Grace.
You call 911?
My mother, Linda Montoya called first, and then I proceeded to get off the phone with the dispatcher.
Okay.
This bum, he's trying to, this is the thing where a lot of people do this, right? Or a lot of typical criminals do this. They're trying to shift the blame, so they're trying to like get ahead of it, right? So you be the one to call the police. So hopefully the police will be your alibi in a sense, right? The police will be the alibi saying that, oh, you know what, you called the police, so you're trying to. He's trying to shift the blame to his girlfriend. Like I've seen like movies, we see it where the villain or whatever, the criminal, the killer calls the detective to solve the crime because it supposedly gives them a sense of alibi, like, oh, they were innocent. That's why they're trying to get a detective to solve the crime. It's so cliche.
Well, to be a suspect right now or anything like that, we're gonna take the handcuffs off. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Okay. Here. So this is what I want you to try and do, okay? I want you to kind of think back to where kind of tell me in your own memory what happened from that. I want you to give me your own account of what happened. Okay.
So from the time it began would be yesterday. We were all hanging out. Everybody was talking, happy, normal kind of thing, nonchalant. Nighttime came around and
yeah, this is the thing where it's so cliche. Seriously, like these people is like actually very cliche. You're like, this is why I've said this before, why all these movies and all these things, they're not original ideas, right? Like human beings are very, we are predictable in a way, or human beings have done it all, right? You name the story, we pretty much done it all, unless it's like crazy supernatural or sci-fi shit. But all the things that you seem grounded, we've done it all.
we started falling asleep. Kali did not fall asleep. I did not get good rest because she had been placing something sharp in my back throughout the morning hours. They've been placing something sharp in my back. And I was talking to Grace, who was in the garage as well. I said, we have to go. She's telling us we need to leave. And I said that, and then I proceeded to start packing my stuff. And I left the main house to go use the restroom for the last time. And then I walked back into the garage. She walks up to me and goes, I did it. With a smile on her face, and I looked at the ground and I was like, what do I do now? I'm scared right now.
What are you scared of?
Of what just happened.
I got one more question. I want you to be real truthful with it, as you have been this whole time, okay?
Yes.
At any point, did you think of, or did it cross your mind, or did you start helping Kiara with covering this up at all?
No.
No. At any point, did you help Kiara injure Grace or do anything to Grace?
No.
No. Okay. And if anything like that did happen, or there's anything I'm missing to the story, now's the time to tell me, so I get the truthful statement from you right off the bat. Is there anything anyone else is going to say about this that's going to contradict that?
No.
Okay. You're in charge of cleanup. Okay. I can't.
During his second interrogation, Isaac signed a search warrant, giving detectives access to his phone. His lies quickly unraveled while he signed a search warrant as they examined his messages with Kiara.
Oh, she's falling asleep. It feels like it. Her feet are on my side. I wish you'd make the first move for once. Remember, you'll move up the ranks, plus you get perks in the black market since this is your first. Your first what?
See,
Isaac, what the hell happened? Tell me what happened, for real. Can we stop making up lies about these messages? What the hell happened last night?
She was messaging me planning on how to kill her, and
Who was messaging you planning on how to kill who?
Kiara.
Kiara was messaging you on planning how to kill
Grace.
Grace?
Yes.
And what were you doing?
I was only sending a message back, only in correspondence. I just wanted to sleep. That's what I...
Are you sure? Because it sounds like you're planning something with Kiara. Is that what's happening? Don't lie to me. What's happening here? I can see the messages. I'm not dumb. This isn't the first time I've done this. What is happening?
She was planning on killing
You see his nervousness. You see his nervousness.
Grace. I just didn't want a part of it.
When did this plan start? Because this was planned.
She planned it out.
Grace planned it out?
No, not Grace. Kiara planned it out.
Kiara planned it out. When? How long had this been a plan for?
She had planned it out since 2020.
Kiara planned to kill Grace since 2020.
Yes.
And you knew about it since 2020.
You knew about it, then why did you invite her over? All right? You knew about supposedly the killing, planning to kill, yet you invited her over? He's so busted, of course.
I wish you would just stop with all the, what I feel like is you trying to figure out lies every message we go through. And just tell me, we can start all over if you want to. We can start all over. Trust me, it'll feel better when you get all out there. Because the messages are there, and that's just the skim of the surface for everything we're going to get into. We're the cops. We're detectives. We're going to go through every inch of everything of it. All your phones.
Now, let me be honest, right? I'm not saying detectives and cops aren't good with their jobs. I think it's more like, it's not that they're good with their jobs. People are just stupid, right? That's what I think. I'm not saying cops are not good per se. Detectives aren't good. I just think that people are stupid. This is why, because you gotta think, right? A lot of homicides actually go unsolved, right? A lot of homicides actually go unsolved. And in my opinions, the one that are solved is because they're stupid ass people. Again, it's not like the movies. People aren't criminal geniuses. This ain't like Gone Girl shit, all right? This ain't, I don't know, some kind of Sherlock Holmes stuff. People are stupid, right? When the whole things, they're not as planned out as these people, like, as we see them on movies and TVs.
Social media, we're gonna interview people. We're gonna figure out everything that happened here. You understand that's where we're at, right?
Yes.
It's over, Isaac. It's over. Look at me. It's over, dude. It's over. What you can do from here on out is be truthful and help us understand why this happened. Mistakes happen, dude. You need to own it. Tell me everything. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't bullshit it. Tell me everything.
I can agree I made a mistake texting back how I sounded. I can agree that she wanted me to help and it sounded like I wanted to help. I didn't want to help.
You didn't want to help?
No.
But you wanted her to do it.
She wanted to do it the whole time and I didn't.
Did you want Kiara?
No.
You did not want her to kill her?
No.
What did you want?
I wanted a peaceful resolve.
So what about all those messages where you're pushing her towards it? That wasn't a peaceful resolve. If I had looked up a stream of messages and it's you telling her, no, be peaceful, don't do it, chill, put the knife away, why are you being like this? That's understandable. That's reasonable. That's in line with what you're telling me. Do you want to go through all those messages again? We sure can. And I can see if you can come up with the same lies again. Do you want to do that?
No.
Then stop telling me you wanted a peaceful resolve when we know you didn't. And tell me what happened. Why were you guys doing what you were doing?
I was doing it out of the kindness of my heart to sit because she needed a place to stay.
Yeah. The kindness of your heart? She needed a place to stay, and you chose to stay in your girlfriend's house when you know your girlfriend hates her. The kindness of your heart? No, you just wanted your sick, twisted fantasy come true, right? Where this whole, you want to puppeteer this murder.
Yeah.
And her mom called me.
Let's fast forward to later on, to when you guys are plotting and scheming. Why were you guys doing that? What's the point?
Already talking about this quite frequently.
Okay.
About killing people. And She had talked about killing me, her mom, Grace, there's a kid named Sebastian.
No, you know what? No one's disagreeing that the girlfriend deserves to be in prison or a mental asylum. The problem is this guy is absolutely disgusting. He pointed his girlfriend like a gun at another girl. Absolutely disgusting.
There's a kid named Ozzy, there's a kid named Brady. The list goes on.
How's your grocery list?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't want to be a part of anybody who kills.
But you were part of it last night, right?
I understand.
Were you or were you?
So just sounding schemish and plotty kind of feel. I don't know how to say words now. I was a part of those messages.
Like, oh no. You know, I've seen the garage, right? I've seen what it looks like. I don't think that happened in the 30 seconds to 2 minutes that it took you to go inside and pee. There's a lot of injuries there, is what it looks like.
I was not involved with any of it. I was inside the house to pee.
Yeah, you probably weren't. You probably weren't the one who stabbed her, right? Probably, but you're definitely the one who set things up. You put the what is it, Grace in that situation. You put her in a situation. You know your girlfriend did not like her, yet the kindness of your heart, you put her in that situation. Yeah, he definitely directed.
Inside the house to pee. I don't know what she's going to tell you.
Truthful, but you had it the whole time, right? You've sprinkled some lies in there here and there. Can you at least give me the respect of that?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm an idiot.
What do you mean?
I'm some dumbass.
You're not dumbass. Don't put yourself. I think you're making a mistake.
I know you don't call me that, but everybody calls me dumbass, idiot.
Is it true? Do you feel you're a dumbass or you're an idiot?
I don't.
Then who cares?
Well, you're proving it now. You're proving it now, you idiot.
That's what people say, man. You know what I think? You know what I think, Isaac? I think you made a mistake. That's all I think. I think you made a mistake last night and today.
Only thing I want to do is go with my mom and dad.
Okay, well, before we get to that point, I would like the truth from you. The full truth. Say it all, don't censor it, tell me everything that happened.
Those messages were me telling her how to plan it out.
Okay. Keep going.
And when throughout the night, I was getting prodded. We got told to leave. I was told to leave, so was Grace. And I started packing my bags. When I finished packing, I had to go pee. Came back. There was a dead person in there, Grace. Well, it seemed dead. And from there, all I decided to do was call my mom. Because my mom's my safe spot. My mom's the only person that I really... And I did something stupid. I partook in being involved in some stupid text messages, and I'm the dumbass. I'm the idiot. Sir?
Did you want messages last night?
I wanted it to happen to me.
Well, your messages didn't say that. Whose number is 971-381-0111?
That is Kiara's.
That's Kiara's. Okay.
Red Door, what is up, my sister?
You have to end your suffering by ending her joy.
I wanted her to just end it up. And I do mean...
This guy is an idiot, right? To prove his innocence, he signed the search warrant for his own phone. His own phone, which is what incriminates him. You are stupid. Now, I'm saying it's great that you're stupid because it solves the crime quicker, but it's like, you are stupid. This is why criminals are absolute idiots.
What it means in that text.
You meant what it says in that text?
Yes.
Why? Come on, man. Help me make sense of all this, dude.
She was bringing great suffering to Kiara and...
Who was?
Grace.
Grace was bringing great suffering to Kiara?
Yes.
And that's why you wanted Kiara to kill Grace?
Not just.
What do you mean, not just?
Something that... I hate to do this to you all, but Kiara was actually a part of the... Back in 2017, were you able to close the door so I can tell you this?
Sure.
Back in 2017, Kiara, Grace, as they were going out, Grace decided to decided to sell Kiara.
I saw that in the messages.
Into sex slaves. And that is actually how Kiara lost her virginity. It was by force.
I see.
She had reported the report to Santa Fe Police Department, and they had actually done nothing. And with that text messages, I just meant what I said.
Now, it's not like I'm not sympathetic, right? It's not like I'm not sympathetic because our justice system is very flawed, right? Our justice system is very flawed. Our police departments are very flawed, right? It's not like I'm not sympathetic. But again, taking justice into your own hands it's a tricky thing, right? It's a very tricky thing.
So did you want Grace dead? Kind of
Diggs, what is up?
because of all that?
I did.
Okay. It's understandable then.
I don't like it when people hurt people.
I can tell.
And yet you will hurt people. That's why it's a very tricky thing.
And when I said I hate to bring it down on y'all, it's not you guys, it's the individuals, it's the people at that time.
Yeah.
They did nothing about it, and I had to sit there with a detective that was like, oh, all we can do is just keep an eye out for these people.
You didn't feel like enough. I still don't think all this happened in the time you went to go pee. Did you watch this happen?
I did not watch this happen.
Did you help?
No.
Would you have helped had you had the opportunity?
No.
But you did want Kiara to kill Grace. So had it happen in front of you, would you allow it to happen?
No.
But you wanted it to happen.
I wouldn't have allowed it if it happened in front of me. I would have, if it was started exactly like I thought exactly how people thought it would have started, I would have just separated the two.
Exactly how I thought it?
And I'm saying something stupid about myself.
And why would you separate the two? Because you, out of your own mouth, you said that you want, to hurt people that hurt people.
I'm the human punching bag. I take everybody's hits.
Yes, he's digging himself, like, he's making it worse for him.
I also need the bath, but I don't.
I'll have a guy take you now. You feel a little bit better now that we've kind of...
Or just another demon in my closet that I gotta fight.
We all have those, right? They're just in different forms. Hey, Isaac, you know it's illegal to plan killing someone, right?
Yes.
There's got to be a little bit of accountability for that. You understand that, right? So we are going to file paperwork. You are going to go to jail tonight, okay? Now, we have... Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Take this as a lesson. You did something wrong. You yourself said you made a mistake. It is what it is, okay? There you go.
Maybe.
February 25th, 25, pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in exchange for testifying against Avocado. She was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Wow, she looks deranged. So she testified against him, fired his lawyer, and is still yet to have been sentenced. That's crazy. That's some crazy stuff. This is a thing where we'll probably be talking about this a lot tonight, about the mental health of a lot of these women. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for being here. We have a good amount of videos. All right. Let's get started. All right, let's get started.
Women are the original creators, the original protectors, the original leaders. Not because we want to be, but because biology literally designed us to carry, nurture, and sustain life. And patriarchy has always been a direct response to that power. Men couldn't birth life, so they tried to control bodies that could. They couldn't match feminine intuition, so they demonized it. They couldn't access the womb, so they declared the womb bearers must submit.
Women intuition has done what for women? Solves nothing. Original leaders leading what? This is why we'll be talking about in this video how we'll break this magical idea of women, right? I think both men and women are flawed. Right? Men and women are flawed. The only thing that can make men leaders, right, is strength. I'm sorry. Because it's what you need men, right, to shape the rest of the world. You need strength to shape the world. That is just it. It's not that men are necessarily better than women in so many areas, right? It's not. But sadly, strength plays a good deal in society, in forming the world.
Couldn't create, so they claimed ownership over the creators. But what they never factored in is that women protect what they create.
Women protect what they create. We will be talking about that. Women protect what they create. Remember that.
Women lead what they nurture. Women build what...
Women lead what they nurture. By studies alone, right? By studies. Two-parent households at the top, right? Producing quality adults are the best situations for children. Single parents, single fathers, single mothers. If it's true that women are so amazing, they lead, women's intuition, all these things, single mothers should be at the top, right? Single mothers should be doing so much better, and single fathers should be at the bottom, if that is true.
They birth. And that's the natural order, not patriarchy. If we haven't met yet, my name is Emily, and I show women how to rise because healed women will heal humanity. And this is Matriarchy Rising. When you look at history, abuse, violence, corruption, exploitation, war, it's painfully clear. There's no logical reason to trust a system built by the group that has harmed women and children the most.
Harm women and children. Okay.
The future is feminine for one reason. Only women have ever been truly invested in life.
Only women have truly been invested in life. Interesting. Really. So interesting.
Once you realize this truth, you can never go back because you know that Male
I've heard of mud water. I've never tried it.
leadership is not working. Men take life for granted because they are not the ones that bear it. But women, we are highly invested. We use our bodies to create life, to feed that life. We do not want anything to happen to it. Time for women to be in control and to make this world a better place through love, through nurturing, and through our natural life-giving protective tendencies.
Great transition. We are now transitioning to Lindsay Clancy. I gave you the basis for this video. Now, let's talk about Lindsay Clancy.
Let me just start by saying this one is going to be awful. Just awful. But on Monday, July 20th, in the Plymouth Superior Court in Massachusetts, they're going to begin jury selection in the murder trial of Lindsay Clancy. She is a 35-year-old mother accused of strangling her 3 young children to death on January 24th of 2020.
A mother strangling 3 of her kids. Oh, ain't that something? The protection of life. The protection of life or the ender of it. Right? And let's not forget, who's the one promoting abortion? Who's the one supporting abortion? Who's the one, right? A big contributor to the low birth rates. Yes, women love life.
23. Now, the reason this one is really difficult is that she admits that she was the one that killed her children, but claims a lack of criminal responsibility because she says doctors mishandled her diagnosis and she was over-medicated for postpartum depression. According to
postpartum depression. Another woman using postpartum depression to excuse her heinous crimes. So, we do not excuse psychotic men that are mentally unstable, right? Men that are depressed, men that have some mental issues for killing others. I mean, we shouldn't, at the very least, right? I know our justice system is flawed. We shouldn't be excusing men, right, for killing others because they're psychotic, because they have some kind of mental issues. Yet, it's fine for us to excuse women for some psychosis. I've said this already before. If your plea is insanity, some form of insanity, even momentarily insanity, guess what? You should still be dead. You should still be executed, in my opinion, because you did it. I don't care. I don't care if you went momentarily insane. You still went insane. You're not fit. You're not fit to be walking along with regular humans.
To the defense, she was not in her right state of mind due to a mental disease or defect. She suffers from what is, quote, profound mental illness, severe postpartum psychosis, and is said to have heard auditory commands to end the lives of her children. Lindsay.
How many serial killers have we heard that? How many male serial killers have we heard? Oh, I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing voices to kill others. If that's true, if you're hearing voices to kill people, I'm sorry. You should be executed. Isn't that a danger? Why should you be walking this earth? Rain, or werewolf, what is up, my brother?
Clancy strangled her children with exercise bands after...
I agree, right? This is the thing where we gotta, this is why I say white liberal women are the enemies of everyone. White liberal women are the enemies of everyone. We should all be banding together and fighting the dark side.
Sending her husband to run errands, to go to CVS and to get takeout food. And while he was gone, that is when she killed the children. After the attack on the kids, she cut her own wrists and neck before jumping from a second-story window in the couple's home, attempting to take her own life. She is now in a wheelchair because she suffered paralysis from the waist down when she jumped from the window. And since her arrest, has been undergoing mental health treatment at the Tewksbury State Hospital. The prosecution is claiming that this was all premeditated murder. This all was a calculated incident, that she planned to harm her children. She sent her husband on errands, even using Apple Maps to figure out where the route he would take would go and how long it would take him to return, so she would have time to not only kill the kids, but probably take her own life as well.
Wow.
The defense claims that...
Wow. That's premeditated. You are so crazy. You pretty much planned the murder of your kids.
She was prescribed 13 different medications in the course of 3 months. Her husband claimed these meds were turning her into a zombie and they were asking the doctors for help. Medical records show Lindsay's worsening depression for months. She reported feeling worse and not getting better. She checked herself into a hospital program specifically for postpartum mothers. And the staff determined that she had been misdiagnosed and over-medicated, but then sent her back to the same providers. The defense asked...
Now, it doesn't take away responsibility from everyone else involved, right? It doesn't take away responsibility from everyone else. Yeah, the doctors are to blame, the other professionals are to blame, even her husband's to blame, right? So I'm not saying that, oh, no one else is responsible, no one else should be held accountable, right? But at the end of the day, she's the one who did it, right? She's the one who did it. So, but yes, everyone should be held accountable.
For 16 other people, these are not experts, these are just regular lay people who also suffered from the same illness, to come in and testify, but the judge denied that motion and said that this case will only allow medical experts. Lindsay's husband has forgiven her and asked everybody else.
That's ridiculous. You've forgiven her for killing your kids?
To forgive her, and he has filed a wrongful death claim against the medical providers. We expect to hear his 911 call during the trial. When
100%. I think I forgot what state. They just sentenced the father of some school shooter, right? They sentenced the father of a school shooter. They hold him responsible or accountable as well. Okay, cool. I don't necessarily disagree. Then we should be making that even, right? That should be even across the board. If you help facilitated the murders of someone else, at least really kind of directly, you should be held accountable at some kind of reason.
He came home from those errands that night. He found his wife on the lawn, thought that she was really kind of the only person that needed medical help. So he called an ambulance. They come to help her. Then he goes and looks for the kids. And that's when he finds the 3 children have been strangled in the basement. Now, there were also counts of strangulation. The prosecution dropped those charges as being redundant. So now she's facing 3 counts of first-degree murder. They expect to pick 18 people for the jury because of the unusual nature of this case. They believe that they need more alternates than they would normally need. So they're looking for 18 people, and the jury will not be sequestered, and this is supposed to last for 4 to 6 weeks. I know this one's going to be incredibly emotional because there are 3 young children who...
Wood chipper contestant, agreed. But we will be talking how the internet is trying to take away accountability from her and putting the blame on the husband. I've said this. It's not like I don't think that the husband deserves some accountability. I think, I don't know, CPS or something, right? Some kind of child neglect or shit like that. He's not the one who killed his kids. He's not even the one who pointed his wife to kill his kids, right? Like the guy who, was directing his girlfriend to kill the other girl, right? Helping her along. The husband wasn't doing that. Now, the husband is ignorant and he wasn't helping his wife correctly. But again, he didn't point his wife at the kids. He didn't do that.
Were no longer living, and their mother admits to killing them. However, there's also this conversation about mental illness, particularly postpartum, which very often is misdiagnosed. And it's rare that women are given the appropriate treatment when they are suffering with that diagnosis. This is going to be a highly watched case. I'm old enough to remember Andrea Yates.
Yo, she said the same thing you said.
I don't recall one this big since then. That was 25 years ago. This one's going to be very emotionally charged because there's already one side that says she's a stone cold murderer, and there's another side that says she can't help what she did.
No. Because then the same thing you could say about serial killers. No, she's a stone cold murderer. Period. I don't care if she's insane. She still killed their kids.
Please don't go after this commenter, because this is a necessary conversation we have to have, and I need to clarify something, because there still seems to be a lot of people that are that maybe haven't figured out this part of it. This comment says, I'd want to be locked away and pay for what I'd done. I wouldn't be fighting to go back out into the world. And I just want to clarify that. There is no scenario here, none, where Lindsay Clancy, after this trial is over, she goes back into society. That is not what this is about. What the defense is fighting for is a judgment that will send her to a hospital to get treatment. Those are the two options. She goes to prison or she goes to a hospital. Those are the two things we're fighting over in court.
Should be she goes to prison or the wood chipper. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care if you even plead insanity for killing your kids. You still killed kids. This is the thing where I've said this. It's 100% proven she killed her kids. There's no, gray area. Oh, if she or did someone else kill? No. She 100% killed her kids. I don't care if she plead insanity. It's either jail, life in jail, or the wood chipper.
That's it. And I'm going to use the simplest language here, but if she's found insane, she gets to go to a hospital. If she's found sane, she goes to prison. That's what we're doing in court. That's what we're doing in court. So I'm not picking on this person, because there is hundreds of you that keep coming into the comments saying, this woman can't go free. There is no scenario in which she goes free. No matter what, she is confined for probably the rest of her life. So we're just trying to make a decision as to whether she knew what she was doing when she killed her kids, or was she having some sort of psychotic break that caused her to do that. That's what we're deciding. That's it. That's it. I just wanted to clarify that. And again, thank you for this comment, because I think it's... We heard several more witnesses today in the Lindsay Clancy trial. Lindsay Clancy, of course, is the woman in Massachusetts where they're having a trial to determine was she sane or was she insane when she murdered her kids. The prosecution is saying she's a cold, calculated murderer who killed her 3 children. Lindsay is saying, no. When I killed my children, I was experiencing postpartum psychosis, and therefore I need help and I need to go to a hospital instead of going to prison. That's the case we're talking about.
I'm sorry. It's like, what is help going to do for you? What is help going to do for you? Rehabilitate you to put you back in society? No. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't understand our justice system, right? What is help going to do? Make you a better person so you can be back in society? It's like, why? Why would we want you back in society? This is, like I said, it's either lifelong time in jail, which it's I don't know, or a quick path to death. That is it, right? A quick path to death or lifetime in jail. Why would we want you back in society? I don't care if doctors magically solved all your insanity problems. So what?
Here, and we have been for 25 videos. If you're looking for other information or you want to talk about some other aspect that's not in this trial, you might want to go follow another content creator, because that's not here. First up on the stand is Massachusetts State Medical Examiner by the name of Dr. Kimberly Springer. She did the autopsy on 8-month-old Callan Clancy. And it was really important, I guess, today that the prosecution had the jury look at those autopsy photos, because I guess that somehow tells us if Lindsay is sane or insane. But
that's the thing. I think all states should have a death penalty. I said this before, right? I think all states should have a death penalty for 100% proven, right? Murder. For 100% proven murder, there should be a death penalty. And a cheap, quick way, right? Firing squad seems cheap and quick. I'm sorry. It's like, why should it cost millions? Why should it cost millions to kill someone? It shouldn't. And this case is clear cut. She killed her kids.
Keep doing this parade of hate, so here we go. The cause of death was complications of mechanical asphyxia, and she's saying it was complications because he was resuscitated and his heart was beating, and then he then later died. So
yeah, I mean, a DUI, she didn't plan it, but it was reckless. So jail time, understandable, right? It's different. I don't think a DUI would constitute as murder. Would that be manslaughter? It would be something, right? It wasn't premeditated. This shit was premeditated. She literally planned her husband to go out, right? Unless she was insane for an extended period of time. She planned her husband to leave the house. She planned it.
He died, he resuscitated, then he died. That causes the complications. Next up on the stand was the family pediatrician, Lindsay Rosshert. She did see Cora that morning. Remember, Lindsay took her daughter to the pediatrician that morning because she complained of a stomach ache. On cross-examination, the was asked about Cora. Did Cora seem like a happy, healthy child? Yes. Lindsay seemed like an attentive mother? Yes. Next up is preschool teacher Susan Bertolo. She did just testify that both parents typically did drop off, but she tended to see Patrick a little bit more. She called Cora an amazing and wonderful little girl, and was a very good student. Again, I'm not sure how this goes to Lindsay Clancy's sanity or insanity, but we keep rolling right along. Next up is Bethany DeColibus, I think is the way you say her name. She's a close friend of Lindsay's. Just recently saw her in November. They get together every once in a while for dinner. She said she seemed okay. Lindsay was engaged and friendly. And she did say that Lindsay had mentioned that things really hadn't gotten better with the medications and that she felt a little bit like a zombie. On cross-examination, Bethany says that Lindsay loved her kids. She was warm and kind and loving. And then she did, Reddington got her to talk about the time when the two of them were out to a lunch together. And she said that she mentioned that Lindsay mentioned that she was having difficulties, including sleeping problems, but that Patrick was being very supportive. She didn't think her meds were working. Her friend was concerned about her and said that Lindsay had told her that day at lunch that she had changed her return to work date. Like she had a date set, she postponed the date because she still was not sleeping well. We moved to childhood friend Amy Bevins. She was apparently I think the only close friend who came to the hospital to visit Lindsay, and she had to be given permission to come in. Reddington kind of pulled some strings to get her to come in. Now, before she went in, Clancy's sister told her not to mention the deaths of the children. It would be too upsetting for them to talk about that. But I think it was on cross-examination. She mentioned that previously, she thought it was maybe back in December, that she and Lindsay had had a conversation about the medications that Lindsay was on, that Lindsay wasn't sure they were working, that she wasn't sleeping well, and that Lindsay mentioned that she was having dark thoughts. Then we get Christopher Clancy. He's the former father-in-law. So he is Patrick's father. He said that Lindsay was very mothering. He saw her at Thanksgiving.
You know, sometimes, again, I'm going to preference, I've said this story a while ago where I had an altercation with a girlfriend, right? With an ex-girlfriend, where we were having a heated back and forth, right? A heated back and forth. Oh, and again, I'm not saying this is necessarily comparable. I'm just saying what what something happened to me that I can find even close, which is not saying that it's all that close, but it's I'm talking about like we got a heated situation where I was so blinded by rage, right? I was so blinded by rage. She was in the bedroom door, locked the door. I was so blinded by rage. I broke down that door. I broke down that door, not understanding what I was doing, right? So I understand that being blinded by rage, because to later find out that there was a key to the door right on top of the door ledge, where if I had, I don't know, thought straight or whatever, maybe I could have found that key and just opened the door easily without destroying the property. So it's not like I don't understand being blinded by, I don't know, emotions, but I don't believe that I would have, because when I did that act, right, broken down that door, I stopped because like I was like, what am I doing? This is absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane to me, and it woke me up right away. So, mind say that I could understand high tensions of emotion sometimes, right? I'm not saying that it qualifies. It's the same. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I can understand being blinded. So, but the thing is that I think this is probably like next level blinded, where you're actually taking someone else's life, which is crazy. But my kind of problem is, again, this was premeditated. She planned things out. So I don't understand necessarily how is this heat of the moment or shit like that, okay? Where momentary insanity. Because for me, it was exactly the heat of the moment. It was like, these were minutes, right? Minutes to seconds of this heated altercation with me and my ex. It was not like hours or, you know, a long, like half an hour or anything of shit, right? So that's what it's hard for me to understand how you can be blinded by anything for such an extended period of time. That I find it's weird.
And Christmas, and didn't seem to think that there was really anything wrong. She seemed like what he would, I guess, normal. He did tell a story. Prosecution asked about a story about Dawson, that I guess there was a moment where Dawson was being unruly and Lindsay sort of like grabbed him and kind of went and put him in his place pretty firmly. Sit down, settle down kind of thing. I think everybody's probably done that to their child. And he admits on the stand that Dawson was quote, he was a handful. He was a good kid, but he was a handful. I think the way the prosecution presented this was that maybe Lindsay loses her cool with her kids pretty quickly, or that Lindsay might even be, dare I say, a tad abusive, right? Because, you know, they gotta throw every fucking thing at her, because this prosecution has gone below the belt so many fucking times. They played dirty this entire time that there isn't anything that I don't think that they would stoop to. Anyway, on cross-examination, Christopher Clancy is asked about the Clancys, you know, like, tell me about their relationship. Do they get along? Oh, yeah. He described them as, quote, an all-American family. He did say, when asked about Lindsay's issues, even though she appeared outwardly to be okay at Thanksgiving and Christmas when they saw each other, he also said he knew, like they had spoken, and he knew she wasn't sleeping well. And then we revisit that incident with Dawson at Thanksgiving, and Reddington's like, was it abusive? And like the father-in-law is like, no. Like it was basically admonishing your child for being obnoxious, essentially. Like I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what it was. He's like, Lindsay loved her kids. Lindsay was a good mom. There is no way that she was abusing Dawson.
She is, because again, it's sensitivity towards women. Sensitivity towards women, I think is ridiculous. I will say this, okay? I put the blame on the husband. Where if you know your mother, if you know your wife isn't sleeping well and it's an extended period of time, I would have had her go somewhere else. Like, I don't know, parents' house, friend's house, somewhere else where, go ahead, go handle, get some sleep, get some rest. That's what I would have done.
Introduce Kyle Carney. He is a friend of Patrick's, and he just basically, I I have no idea why they had this guy come in here for 35 fucking seconds. It makes no sense to me. But he comes in and he says he did not notice a change in demeanor with Lindsay after her first 2 kids, nor did he notice anything in the summer of 2022 after Callan was born. He said, in fact, one time he invited them over. Now, Callan didn't come, just the 2 older children. He invited them over for like a backyard fire pit party thing. And he said that she seemed reserved but normal, and that was really the only time he had seen her in a while. And then he's off the stand. Thank you very much. Next up is Sergeant Andrew, just 19 months old. Lindsay apparently put on Facebook a post about talking about him, just basically complaining about him. Like, by the way, he was just under 2, right? He was a toddler. He was just barely, not even 2 years old. She said, gosh, my son, I love him, but everything's a battle. Like, he's just rambunctious and he just wants to defy me at every turn. You can probably go read it. It's out there on the internet. You can go read the Facebook post. And I will say, I gotta say, if the prosecution is thinking Lindsay played this much of a long game, like she already disliked her son all the way back to 2021, and so she intentionally got pregnant and went through this whole postpartum excuse so she'd have an alibi to kill all the kids. That is methodical planning. Give me a fucking break. Anyway, on cross-examination, Reddington asked the police officer, like, did you have any reason to believe that Lindsay would be abused?
I will say this, right? If this is the problem I have with certain parents. If you already think it's already hard with 1 kid, why fucking have another? If you already think it's hard to have 2 kids, why have a fucking another? This is the problem I have with parents. If it's already hard to have 1 child, why are you so irresponsible to have another? And then to have another? It doesn't make sense to me. Control yourself. Have self-control. Use a condom. Use a condom. Go on birth control. It's not like you are a white family. You can't say that you're poor. I'm trying to, like, is it true? I don't think so. Yeah, all American, correct? And I don't think it's like extravagant amount of money. I don't care. Even the poor can go on birth control. Even the poor has, it's like, this is a thing. It's like, control yourself. Have some accountability. If having 1 child is already too much, don't have more. I can't, this is a thing where I can't be sympathetic for adults, okay? That they say that, oh my God, being a parent is so hard, then you have 1 kid. Being a parent is so hard, then you have 2 kids. Being a parent is so hard, you have 3. It's like, is it that hard? Or are you just a fucking idiot? It doesn't make sense to me because it's a lack of self-control. It's making excuses for your bad decision making.
So after the jury left the courtroom today, the judge decided to work on these motions that were filed way back, I think, on day 1. He had originally made a decision that there were 4 witnesses that the defense wanted to put in that the prosecution was fighting them on. The prosecution was saying, well, he gave us the names too late, which means we haven't had time to do the necessary work to prep. Like, we would not be able to cross-examine these people because we, basically he sprung them on us. And the defense attorney was like, no, that's not the case. These are experts. Here's what they're going to do, blah, blah, blah. Well, the judge said, you know what? Let's get started. And then if there's anything that comes up from the prosecution, so if they put forth testimony that needs to be rebutted, and one of these people can be a rebuttal witness or something, then we can revisit this. Well, now it's time to revisit. So Reddington says, okay, I'd like you to hear me.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, right? Like Red Door said, kids can be hard. To be honest, I've had 3 kids and none of them are that rambunctious, but they can be hard. Okay, I mean, it's nothing to cry about, especially when they're 1 and 2. That's why they call it the terrible twos. Okay, I mean, so what? It's not like they're killing people. Okay, it's not like it's not like they're doing anything that if they're the sad part is like if they're drawing on walls, doing that shit, it's not a good thing. But again, some people we gotta learn how to, you know, control our emotion sense, right? It's too much, but nothing to go crazy about.
On this motion. So we start off in the 4 witnesses, just so you know, I'm reading from notes. ER Dr. Michael Volvovich, forensic pathologist Elizabeth Laposada, psychiatrist Donald Condi, and a forensic scientist named Peter Valentin. Now, what Reddington is saying is that 2 things. One, he's like, how dare they say that they don't have enough time? Like, I'm a one-man show. They got a whole fucking army. Like, how can they not have the time? He also said that he has not objected to any of their witnesses. Every single one of their experts, he's like, yep. Half of them he didn't even cross-examine. He was like, yep, go ahead. Let's do this. Yep. He let them all in. Even though he had to do all of the research on them and be prepared if he was going to cross-examine, he's managed to research all of their witnesses. He hasn't denied any of them. These aren't gotcha witnesses. They're not springing any new information. What they're going to be doing is providing their professional opinions on evidence that both sides have already had for years. So they're going to be looking at the photographs that say the prosecution already put into evidence and give their opinion on what this photograph shows. That's it. So this is what his...
I'm just giving you some context to the trial. We're going to move on to people's opinions.
Patrick Clancy is not at fault in the death of his children, and people really need to stop blaming him. So let's talk about it. If you don't know who I am, my name is Stephanie. I'm a criminal defense attorney, and I have been following the Lindsay Clancy case ever since Lindsay was first arrested. So let's go into talking about her ex-husband, Patrick. Now, everybody is sort of getting on Patrick since the trial has started, since he has since remarried. Lindsay and him are...
Oh, wow. Is it that old?
Divorce, and they are wondering why Patrick didn't pay more attention, or why Patrick left that day and left her alone with the kids, and if he knew how sick she was, why did he leave her with the children? Well, we were not there, okay? We did not live their lives. Now, one thing everyone should understand is that with mental illness, there are good days and there are bad days. And if you just listen to the opening statements from both the prosecution and the defense, like we just did on live, you would know that it seems pretty clear that for all intent and purposes, Lindsay was exhibiting a good day that day. She had taken Cora to the doctor that morning. She had suggested takeout because she didn't feel like cooking. So what would have indicated to Patrick that it was anything other than just a good day? There was nothing that would have indicated to him at all that he couldn't have left the children with her to go pick up a prescription and grabbed food in a 30-minute run out of the house. How much could she really do in 30 minutes? Well, we know the answer to that question because hindsight is 20/20. But in the grand scheme of reality, both Lindsay and Patrick had been living this hell for years at this point. Patrick had done everything he possibly could for her. And while Lindsay was the one suffering with the mental illness, if you have ever lived with anybody who's been suffering with a mental illness, the people that are the caretakers are also struggling as well. They also have issues dealing with the people who have the mental health issues. They're also living in their own personal version of hell as well. So while he might not have been the one suffering with the mental health issue, he certainly was dealing with the consequences of it. And
this is the problem where it's because it's the woman. How many times do we hear that if a father deletes his children, we blame the mother? Do we put the responsibility on the mother? Do we care about the father's mental health? Do we? We don't. We don't care about a father's mental health when he deletes his family. Yet we care about a mother's mental health when she deletes her kids. Dizzy, as a white woman, yes. It's been forever. Miss ya, girl. We care about a white woman because of her mental health, but we don't care about the man when he has mental health issues.
Repercussions of it, and was trying to take the most care of his wife and his 3 children. This is not on him. This is not his fault. He didn't do anything wrong. And even if the doctors told him not to leave her alone with the children, he thought she was having a good day. And he can't be blamed for that, even for leaving the house for 30 minutes. So everyone sort of needs to lay off of him because he's already suffering enough, as is she. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Patrick is at fault, or do you think we all should just take a little break?
You can never make me hate Lindsay Clancy. I hate what she did. I hate that those babies aren't here. They deserved a happy, healthy mom. They did not deserve what happened to them. And
Okay.
100%.
Facts.
But you can never make me hate her. I am a mom of 3. I'm only 4 months postpartum, and that could easily have been me.
Take her kids. Right now.
Exactly. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I want to be honest. If you claim postpartum, your kids should be taken away from you. If you claim postpartum, your kids should be taken away from you. Plain and simple. If it could easily be you, take away your kids. Any woman who is diagnosed with postpartum, your kids must be taken away from you until you are, I don't know, healed. You said it. Comes out from a woman's mouth. It could have been you.
Today, immediately, she quite literally just said that she is 4 months postpartum. She got 3 kids, and this could have easily been her. She's still actively in the postpartum phase. Take her kids. Throw her in an asylum. Sympathizing with a child murderer is the weirdest shit ever, bro. It was premeditated. Her husband was helping her. He hired help. He was home so much, she literally had to send him away just to create a opening, a time frame where she could do this horrible thing. She Googled ways to do it, premeditated. She strangled each one of her children, and that's not no 10-second task. Y'all care more about animals than y'all do human lives. She just looked directly in the camera and said, "You could never make me hate Lindsay Clancy," a person who strangled 3 children, her own 3 children, and even sympathized with her and is saying it could have easily been her as she's 4 months pregnant with 3 kids. If you know this woman in real life, red alert. She just told you, hey, I'm 4 months postpartum and I'm sympathizing with a woman who strangled all of her kids. This could have easily been me. Hello? Anybody home?
We should be seeing the signs. Again, stop being sympathetic to these women. Stop it. They are dangerous. They are dangerous. You think women can't hurt their kids? It has been proven that's a lie. It's been proven that's a lie. These women can hurt children. In her own mouth, it could be her.
Do y'all think this woman, Lindsay Clancy, is the first person to kill someone because they're psychotic or a sociopath or they have mental health issues? Do you think that this is the first time in history that someone has murdered someone because of mental health issues? Do you genuinely think that? Do you think that school shooters are mentally sound? Do you think that they are mentally...
You hear that? This is a thing where why do we excuse certain people who do heinous things because of mental illness? Yet if it's women, mothers, postpartum, it's understandable. It's excusable. I sympathize with her. Are you fucking crazy? You are psychotic. You are not healthy mentally. So you should be in... This is a thing where this is why these women should be in mental asylums. The one that said she's experiencing postpartum, send her to the hospital. Send her, commit her into a mental asylum until she's better. If she is going to be better.
mentally sound? No. And how many of those do you advocate for to go to an institution to be rehabilitated rather than prison? You don't. You don't. It's because it's gender bias. You hate men. You hate the patriarchy. You hate that the system favors men. And you are projecting it into a fucking murder case. Are you?
Does the system favor men or does it favor white women?
All forgetting that strangulation is the most personal, angry way.
Yes, imagine that, right? You are. It's not necessarily a quick thing. Not necessarily a quick thing. You are literally putting. Come on.
To take someone. This wasn't from across the room. She physically felt life leave the bodies with her own hands. And she didn't just do it once, as horrific as that would be, but she paused in between and kept going 3 times. Do y'all understand that her keeping track of the medications that providers were putting her on and making it look like she was on 15 fucking pills at once or in a 4-month span was probably just a very calculated attempt at having some sort of alibi? Okay, some people are just calculated. Yes, that includes women. Okay, she's not even claiming postpartum psychosis. Y'all are. Y'all are. You're making this some sort of mothers are neglected stance. She's not even claiming that. She's claiming that medications made her crazy, okay? And I'm someone who has been on antipsychotics. I'm not talking Zoloft, Prozac. I am talking antipsychotics. I have been institutionalized multiple times. And I'm not proud of those days. They are way behind me, thank God. But what I am saying is that I know firsthand how cautiously cared for you are by the healthcare system if they are seeing that you are sick enough to put you on the medications that she was on. So what y'all are saying is that multiple providers should have their licenses revoked for that level of medical neglect and malpractice. That's what you're saying, that she can't be the common denominator. It's everyone else but her. The only way that legally these providers would have been able to just send her home with a prescription for a new pill is if she was dishonest. Okay? Is if she was dishonest and playing the medical field in a way that she knew would give her the list and alibi that she needed. No provider would have sent her home had she gone in saying, I'm thinking about wiping out my entire family. The first thing they ask you in any psychiatrist appointment, therapy appointment, hospital, outpatient program, you name it, first thing they ask you, are you having thoughts about harming yourself or others? And legally, they are not allowed to send you home if you say yes to either of those. So she knew, especially as a registered nurse, let's not forget your education doesn't go out the window because you have mental health problems. She knew damn well how to stay home with the impulses she was having. And let's not forget that she is not some poor, helpless, neglected mother. Her husband worked from home. She worked minimal hours. She had...
Oh, her husband worked from home too? What the fuck? The more I'm learning is like, the more that bitch is crazy. Literally. Her husband worked from home? It's like, this is a thing where it's not the situation that, you know what, her husband's barely home. She has 100% of the childcare duty, 100% of domestic work. I mean, come on. It's like, this is the thing where a lot of women would perpetuate. Oh my God, so much responsibilities on the woman. So no duh, she's experiencing insanity. He worked from home. I'm pretty sure he helped around the house. He helped with the childcare.
Family living at the house. She had multiple doctors. She was institutionalized. What? Because they had 3 little kids and her husband was sometimes busy and couldn't stare at her 24/7. She was a fucking abused woman. Oh, well, he shouldn't have left her in the house and ran those errands. What's funny is that y'all would be saying the same thing if it was reversed. If he hadn't left the house, you would say that he's neglecting her because she needed that prescription. Obviously she needed that prescription and he failed her by not going to pick it up. He should be taking care of her. That's what a good husband would do. He would make sure that she's eating.
It is crazy how people put so much blame on the man because they can never hold a woman accountable.
make sure that she's medicated. Y'all would be saying the same thing if he hadn't left the house. So be so fucking for real. It's gender bias. There have been so many men in history that struggled with mental health issues and took out their family, and never once have you claimed empathy for them. You're actually putting words in her mouth. That's how far into this gender bias you'll go. You're claiming it's postpartum hormones. She never even claimed that. It's disgusting. And any mother defending her and trying to find some wave of empathy for her because you hate the fucking patriarchy, you should have your kids taken from you. Oops, I said it. You should have your kids taken from you. You do not deserve to be a mother. You are not a mother. Okay, to your core, you are not a mother. Either you're full of shit because you're trying to get brownie points on the internet, or your kids should be taken from you. No one.
When she told you that she was having intrusive thoughts, did you ask her what they were?
Yeah.
And what was her response?
She described thoughts of hurting the kids, or them having some sort of ailment. So like she was very worried that Cora had, whenever she had a stomach ache, she became overly worried that she was, like had like a liver problem or something much more dramatic than it was.
Okay. But going back to that first part, she said she had thoughts of harming the kids. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And did she tell you whether or not she...
You know what I do hold this man responsible? Whenever a partner says anything about harming kids, you need to step in. That is where I will hold this man accountable. Whenever a partner, the mother, the father, when it comes out of their mouth saying, I think about harming my kids, take it seriously. Take it seriously. She needs to stay away from the kids.
Had specific thoughts of how she would harm the kids?
No.
And she didn't describe that as hearing this external voice telling her to harm the kids, correct?
Correct.
She told you she was having intrusive thoughts herself of harming the children, correct?
Correct.
And did you ask her how she was going to harm the kids?
I didn't ask it in that way. It was the same thing. I said, do you have a plan, and is it disturbing to you? And she said no, and then she said yes. And
let me go back for a minute there. You said, do you have a plan? And she said no. What was the second part of the question?
I said, do you find it disturbing?
Okay.
And she said yes. And she described it as, really the way she was describing it as something that might happen to the kids.
So it was more something might happen than she might do something. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And did she tell you how long she had those thoughts for?
She didn't give a duration.
And how many times did she tell you this, that she had thoughts of harming the kids?
A couple times.
And was that a couple times over the course of a night or two?
Couple times. This is the thing where I'm not saying that he killed his kids. Of course he didn't. I'm saying that he didn't do enough, in the sense that if your partner, the mother of your child, says, "Oh, I'm thinking about harming our kids," you need to commit her. I'm sorry. You need to commit her. You need to put her in a hospital. She needs to stay away from the kids. So it could have been. This is a thing where you don't control her actions. You control your actions. That is accountability. I'm not saying that he killed his kids. I'm saying that he didn't do his part. He didn't do the best to his ability to prevent this. He didn't. I'm sorry. So I'm not saying he doesn't deserve jail time, but he deserved to be held accountable. At least, shame.
In December?
Yeah.
Okay. And as a result of her telling you this, that she had thoughts of harming the kids, what did you do?
Her parents came up, and I think I asked her at some point, do you feel like you need to be kept away from them? And she said no. And then,
why the fuck would you ask that? I would say, no, you need to be kept away from them. You need to be kept away from them. If you think you could harm our kids. You need to be kept away until those intrusive thoughts. And again, humans have intrusive thoughts. I'm not saying that. The problem is when you can't control these intrusive thoughts. So as the husband, as the father of the children, I would have said, then you need to be kept away for a while. You need to go center yourself. Go to your parents' house. Stay there for a couple weeks, if not a couple months, to center yourself, to control these intrusive thoughts. That's what he should have been. Yeah, he was not proactive in getting her admitted, and at 100%. He wasn't proactive. I'm sorry.
And, it was very confusing because a minute later she was making them lunch or playing with them or, getting them ready for bed or whatever it was. So.
When she told you,
I don't care if it's confusing. I don't care. If those words come out of the mother of my child's mouth, I would have her committed. I would have her staying away from the kids, period. Until she can recognize she said that and say counter, no, those thoughts are gone. Those thoughts are out of my mouth or out of my head.
that she was having intrusive.
Lindsay Clancy choked her 3 children to death in 2023, yet many women on TikTok are claiming they can understand why a woman...
Oh, it's 2023. It's weird. It's weird with these cases. Now it's like they happened years ago. Now they're, I guess because of the trial shit.
Would be pushed to do this. I see comments with 148,000 likes saying that she isn't to blame. It's actually the husband, because yeah, she killed the kids, but the husband left the house after she planned out the route which he took and told him to go run errands. Every comment that I see seems to justify a woman intimately murdering her children, because that is what happened here. I hate to say this, but because she is white, she may be getting more sympathy than she deserves. She had not been diagnosed with postpartum psychosis before this, and the tragedy occurred 8 months after giving birth. Typically, postpartum depression sets in within the first month, the first 4 weeks. By 8 months, a child...
if we ever want to say anything, okay, our justice system has insane amount of biases. We should be protesting that shit. What's going on in their need to turn to our Lord? I know you're... Yeah, Ethan.
Can crawl, and a child has a more established sleep and wake window, so it's not like her sleep would have been that horrible at 8 months. All of these narratives just put the blame on the doctors and the husband. And I say doctors because she
was struggling with psychosis. He knew about... She was not diagnosed with psychosis. Just like what other woman said, you are pretty much you're diagnosing her. It doesn't sound like any medical professional diagnosed her with psychosis.
Went through 8 different doctors. A lot of girlies are blaming the husband for entering a new relationship, saying that he must have been cheating. If a woman steals everything from you, killing your 3 young kids that you are already seeing grow up and go through major changes in early stages of their life, and in doing so, she is taking herself out of your life permanently because she's going to spend the rest of her life in prison, what is he supposed to do? I think you have immediate closure when the mother of your children just killed your kids. You're not gonna miss that woman at all. And yet these girlies online try to say that he's actually to blame for all of this because he weaponized the mom. Like she's some type of non-sentient natural force. Other girlies are saying she belongs in a hospital rather than a jail. But she's not in psychosis anymore. Nor do I even entirely believe that she was in psychosis when she did this. It's strange to me that she didn't take her own life because she's not considering the consequences of her actions. She's in psychosis. Of course, she was so much in psychosis that she planned out the exact route that she needed to send her husband on to know exactly how long he would be gone so that she could individually strangle all 3 of her children. And I know that 5-year-old put up a fight crying and kicking as her mommy is coming to kill them. Do you understand how fucking wicked and brutal that is? And then she hesitated. She doesn't take her own life. She hesitates. She thinks about the consequences. It's difficult to claim somebody is truly experiencing dissociative psychosis if they premeditate and independently strangle 3 children, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and an 8-month-old child, but then they weigh the consequences of their actions when it comes to taking their own life. I find it extremely upsetting that everybody is trying to shift blame onto the father, who lost all 3 of his children, for something that, based on publicly available information, he had no reason to foresee. Yes, that woman said that she had felt feelings of anger towards the kids, that she had felt like she might want to hurt the kids. But how many women report saying or feeling things like this? It's far...
50% of women reported this. I mean, we should fact check it, right? But 50% of women report, postpartum wanting to harm their kids. We should take away every one of those women's kids. Every woman that says she has postpartum and thinks about harming her kids should be admitted in a mental asylum. Should be admitted into a hospital. Everyone.
More than you think. Most of these women online seem to be projecting their anger from their own personal relationship failures onto a grieving man who lost his entire family. And they're making it their cause to defend a woman who strangled her 3 children to death. Lindsay Clancy.
It is insane. Okay? It is insane that women will defend this child killer. They will defend her because she's a woman. And yet, if a man kills his kids, he's the devil. He deserves the wood chipper, which I don't disagree. But you would defend this woman who strangled her kids. Strangled her kids. That's not a 1 second thing. Okay, it's not a 1 second thing. It's like it takes. I don't know how long, right? But I know it takes a while, right? It takes a while. God damn it. It takes a while. So it's like, it's absolutely insane.
Did she murder 3 of her children? Yes. Do I think she should go to prison for it? No, probably not. Case wants her to go to prison for murdering her children. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Murdered her 3 children. She strangled them all with exercise.
My God. You strangled that? You strangled that? Is absolutely the devil. You strangled kids. These are kids at their most cutest. These are kids at their most cutest, okay? And yet you are so insane that you strangled them. I'm sorry. We don't need to rehabilitate you. You need to be gone off of this face of the earth.
Says that it was premeditated, that she intentionally sent her husband out of the house, mapped out how long he was going to be gone, and used that opportunity to commit these murders and then tried unsuccessfully to end her own life. But her defense is saying she was not in her right state of mind and she cannot be held criminally responsible for what she did. And looking at it on its face, I tend to agree with the defense.
What? She premeditated it. Are you stupid? You are just defending another white woman. She premeditated. What do you mean the right state of her mind? She know how to plan the route that she told her husband to take. It's not like she just said, yo, go to the end of the city. No, she said, go here, go here, go here, go here. It's like,
now I have
he was poisoning her. Whatever. How do you know he didn't shed a tear? Absolutely. These women are absolutely disgusting. Poor woman? Do you say this is the problem. This is what I'm fighting against. Stop it. Because you're a woman, it doesn't mean you're an angel. Because you're a woman, it doesn't mean you're an angel. Just like the first woman that showed you, right? We put this whole magical aura on a woman. Like she's a goddess, she's an angel. She can never hurt children. She cares about life. Fuck that shit. Absolutely crazy. Literally the infantilization of women by other women is only said, it's disgusting. You see all these are all women who's like absolutely disgusting. I pray for mercy for this woman. She pleaded for help.
Schizophrenic man who sliced the throat of his 3-year-old son before dumping his body down a disused mine shaft wants to visit the boy's grave.
Show this man no mercy. No way. That's, again, you see this? This is why I love social media. They do the work for you. The hypocrisy. The utter hypocrisy. That's so wrong. Like, was he found guilty or not? I wish nothing but the absolute worst for that man. Ain't that something? Mental health should not be allowed to be used as an excuse for crime. He should never be allowed to be released. A woman when it comes to men, mental health should not be allowed to be used as an excuse for crime. Oh, really? That makes sense. I agree. And yet, if it's a woman, now it's an excuse?
Did she murder? Hey, so I'm convinced.
Oh, I guess this just shows you like Travis Decker, a military veteran, reported PTSD, borderline personality disorder, killed his 3 daughters, died by self-deletion. Lindsay Clancy suffered postpartum depression, supposedly psychosis, sought treatment, was hospitalized, killed her 3 kids, faces life in prison. Chad Doraman, I think I've seen this guy. Alleged mental illness, insanity plea entered, then dropped, killed his 3 sons, sentenced to life without parole. Yeah.
Hey, so I'm convinced all of you weirdos defending this premeditated baby strangler are bad moms. All of you with a psychology degree, you need to understand psychosis. Babe, maybe you do. Knew when she was originally struggling and her husband checked in with her every single day to tell him how she was feeling. Yeah, I'm struggling. Yeah, go to the hospital, but I'm going to check out to go to a birthday party. I don't want help that bad. She had more support than pretty much any mother that struggles after giving birth, okay? And this is what she chose to do with it.
Yeah.
So she was able to tell her husband all of those other times the bad thoughts she was having. But this time, after she sent him out of the house on a predetermined route that she knew exactly how long he would be gone, she didn't tell him that time. She said, no, he can't know now. I must just do this. So all of you weirdos who still think this was a psychosis episode, meanwhile, she wasn't even taking the meds, okay? You deserve to have CPS looked into you because I'm concerned for your children and the decisions you make, okay? Hey, so I'm convinced all of you weirdos. You guys keep making me defend men, and I really don't want to do it, but here I am. I'm a forensic scientist and a former CSI. I've had so many comments about Patrick Clancy, about how he was a shitty husband, about how he was a shitty dad. And I just want to say, you guys need to stop infantilizing Lindsay Clancy. These comments often come in the context of like, well, Patrick didn't even know.
Come from the woman that said that should she be in prison?
Where Lindsay's doctor's office was because he wasn't involved in her treatment and he wasn't going with her to the psychiatrist. Lindsay is a grown-ass adult woman, a grown-ass woman who is fully capable of driving herself to the therapist's office. And at the beginning of her treatment, that's what she was doing. And then eventually, as she continued to decline, as she was not getting any better, then Patrick got more involved. And we heard that in testimony where he said he was watching her do these Zoom sessions, and from his perspective, she was not getting any better. The treatment wasn't helping and the sessions were not long enough. So he said, we are going to go in person. And it's at that point that he got involved. He took Lindsay to see Nurse Gelada. He spoke to Nurse Gelada. But an adult woman can go to the doctor's office without her husband holding her fucking hand. I do it all the time. I've been with my husband for over a decade. Do you know the number of times he's come with me to the doctor? 0. It's not because he's a shitty husband. It's because I'm a grown-ass woman with a car and I can get in that car and drive myself to the doctor, even if I'm feeling really, really sick. The only time I would expect him to be involved in my medical care is if I was in a situation where I could not make decisions for myself, which is exactly what Patrick Clancy did. When it became evident to him that his wife was struggling and she was not able to advocate for herself, he got involved. Did they have an equal division of household chores? I don't know, and neither do you, because the reality is that none of us were inside their home. None of that matters in the context of this case, because Lindsay is not saying, I killed my 3 children because I didn't get enough help from my husband. She's saying she was experiencing psychosis.
You see that? That's the thing where I think a lot of women are putting themselves into this situation. Okay. Oh, he probably didn't help her with the kids. He probably didn't help her around the house. You see the feminist ideology seeping into these types of women? It's poisoning.
So she could have been married to the fucking Pope, and it wouldn't have mattered if she was experiencing psychosis. This poor man has suffered enough. Leave him alone and stop infantilizing Lindsay Clancy. You guys keep making me defend.
The thing is, I didn't doubt anything that happened until this man opened his mouth. And it's something about the dead eyes that just really make me uncomfortable, but there's still an entire list of things they have not been able to explain. Saying he didn't know what medication his wife was on. He didn't even know the doses, except her medicine was found in his truck. When he was giving medicine to the police, he was able to tell them which medications were giving her the worst mental health issues. So he knew that then. But then while on the stand says he didn't know anything about the medications, what she was on. And I'm talking on top of everything we know she told him and he admitted to her telling him prior to this event. So I made a list. Her hypothermia, her crushed up pills. The fact that they're now saying the kids had some of her pills in their system, but she had crushed up pills to take them herself. Anyways, he said the kids, that she told him the kids were in the basement, except she wasn't able to speak. Even once paramedics arrived, she couldn't even speak to them. At best, she could mumble like incoherent mumblings. The bed being completely moved, not just like the bed and the bed frame itself. Timeline still does not add up. The fact that he was going to CVS, which everyone is saying was a 3-minute drive away, except it took him, 13? The fact that they're saying at minimum she would need 15 minutes to do what she did to 3 children, but then also the baby was able to be revived. So they're saying that there was amount of time where they got there pretty quick to respond, except that she had time to then go upstairs, possibly remove her watch, move an entire bed, and then dive head first. Oh, and the fact that he says he called her while at CVS, except they have the footage of him entering, shopping, and leaving CVS, and none of it shows him ever picking up his phone and making a phone call. His trips to New York, completely unexplained. I guess he's just not going to admit to having an affair on his wife with the mistress in New York while his wife was...
Are you fucking ridiculous? What is his... even if he was cheating, what the hell does it have to do with it? Did she say she killed the kids because he was cheating? This is the problem. This is the problem with women, okay? Women will pick apart the husband when the woman, right, the wife killed the kids. Yet, do you see that women picking apart the wife? Hypothetically, if the situation was reversed, do you think women would pick apart the wife if the husband killed the kids? Are you insane? You see they're picking apart. It's like, oh, you know what? It's like, oh, he spent there too long. He can spend there an hour. She literally killed the kids. It's like, I swear to God, it's just like you bringing up a supposed affair or his trips to New York. What does that have to do with this? Absolutely asinine.
You are never going to make me hate Lindsay Clancy. You're just not. I know better than anyone that the government would rather prosecute mothers than ensure they're adequately supported.
Is there anybody else who thinks that it's absolutely repulsive that the Commonwealth of Boston put a woman prosecutor onto the Lindsay Clancy case? I am repulsed by that. Absolutely repulsed. And I know she's just doing her job. But I think it's disgusting that it was very purposeful that they have a lead woman prosecutor prosecute.
You know that you could deny it, right? You're not forced to prosecute. I believe that the woman knows that it will help her career.
Giving Lindsay Clancy.
Unpopular opinion, Lindsay Clancy did not her kids. The husband did. You know, the one leaving, going off onto an affair, the one that remarried right away, the one who literally had no emotion, talking about finding his children unalive, the one who literally painted the whole entire picture for her and for everyone else. And by the way, he also drove her to the point of insanity and then pointed at her and said, you're insane, like every other narcissist man has ever done, ever. He has the playbook. He looks like Chris Watts. He acts like Chris Watts. What did Chris Watts do? Try to blame his wife. We found out what really happened there. Come on now.
You are never going to make...
I swear to God.
Why are there so many women on the internet defending Lindsay Clancy? This is a question that I have seen over and over and over on the internet and in my comment section and tons of videos about. And I think the answer is super duper simple. I think all of the women defending Lindsay Clancy understand that they and have the self-awareness to understand that they were a millisecond or second or minute or hour or day away from being Lindsay Clancy.
You hear that shit? You hear this shit? If so many of these women think that they could kill their kids, this is the problem. We infantilize these women. We think that, oh, women would never kill their kids. Women would never. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. Are you kidding me? These women are telling you themselves. These women are telling you themselves they are a minute, an hour, a day, or whatever away from killing their kids as well. These women are telling you out of their goddamn mouths. Stop infantilizing these women. They are saying that they could do the same thing. These women are saying it. This is the thing where what I would blame the husband on, or the ex-husband, is because he didn't trust it. He didn't trust his gut. Or if he had any, he didn't believe, oh, she would never do it. This is what happens to a lot of stupid-ass men. Because of society as a whole, can't believe, oh, women, this is the thing, women would never kill, women would never kill kids. Are you kidding me? This is coming out of women's mouths. They would do it. Here's a woman admitting and saying that all these women would do the same thing. All these women, if given the chance, if it happens, right, if she comes to that edge, would take their kids' lives. These women are saying it. They would do it if it happens. They are saying it. It's like, are you stupid? Why not take it at face value? These women are insane. Take away their kids. Admit these women into hospitals. These women are mentally unstable. They know it.
I think they see their avoidant, absent husband on the stand. They see their nanny who tried to give them a break on the stand. And most importantly, I think they hear their voice being read aloud in these journal entries. I know that I can't convince anybody to understand why mothers could possibly defend somebody who killed.
No, you convinced me. You've convinced me, and you need to and everyone else should be convinced. These women have the capability, have the mental instability of taking their kids' lives. These women aren't angels. These women aren't fucking, I don't know, goddesses and all this, sugar and spice and everything nice. Stop it. These women are dangerous. Okay? They are dangerous. They need to be admitted. If we don't condone mental illness for men to take away their kids' lives, we should not condone mental illness for women.
Their 3 children. That seems wild, but I also think as a society we would be silly to not recognize that so many women defend her because they see themselves in her. Her cries for help represent the cries from help that every single one of us tried to do. And if you're
admit them then. You hear those cries for help? Put them into mental asylum. Put them in a hospital. Stop it. Stop thinking these women are angels.
Woman that
isn't scared by the fact that this happened to somebody else, then one, you're so lucky that you never felt that way, or I hope to God that you never do feel that way, because what her trial is showing us is that once you're pushed to the brink of death, people will still blame you.
They will blame you for killing your kids. You see this? Pushed to the brink of death? Who pushed her to the brink of death? Besides her pushing her kids past the brink of death, into death. You see these women? They are mentally ill. We need to recognize it. These women are ill. They're sick. They are sick. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely sick. Well, this case has not, by the time of this live, this case hasn't finished yet. So, you know, when I post this particular segment, it'll probably be finished. We'll see. But yeah, it's more about, I don't really care about the case itself. I care about women like these. Okay. I care about the next Lindsay Clancy. That's what I care about. I care about the next psychotic woman. I care about the next woman that will blame postpartum her mental instability when she kills a kid, when she kills her child. That's what I care about. We need to wake up. These women are admitting it themselves that they are mentally unstable, that they could and they would kill their own kids. Stop infantilizing these women. That is what I want to break. Being a woman doesn't automatically make you great. Being a woman doesn't automatically make you nurturing. Being a woman doesn't automatically make you lover of life. Stop it. Guys, straitjacket them. Exactly. Straitjacket them all. Exactly. And this is the thing where you're not reinterpreting what they say. They're literally saying it to you. These women are saying to you, they are a danger to their kids. They are a danger to their kids. Wake up. Stop it. One of the things I've always tried to do is stop thinking these women are angels. These women would kill kids. These women would R-word kids. Let's not forget these female teachers are having sex with these underage boys. These women would kill husbands, kill men. They would rob men. Women have done heinous things as well. I'm not saying that they do more heinous things than men. I'm not necessarily saying that. But women are no better than men. Okay? Terrible women are no better than terrible men. So wake up. Wake up from it. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, guys, that is it for tonight. I wanted to go through some other videos, but this segment got pretty long, so it is what it is. It's okay, but that is it for today, guys. I love you. All right, Brent, thank you for being here. Wolf, Werewolf, or Rain, thank you, my brother. Red Door, my sister, thank you for being here. I think Self-Made was here. Laughing Man, Dizzy, I love you guys. Ethan, you're amazing. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Guys, you guys are amazing. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. I love you. That's it for tonight. Thank you for coming by.